So you can see the first three cards we have here are the Ten of Swords. You see that Ten of Swords? Guy stabbed through the back 10 times, down for the count. Oh, that poor guy. Kind of feels like that, doesn't it? But the Ace of Swords covers this Ten of Swords. And crossing you, the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Swords is what comes to you after the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the end. And it is a hurtful one, too. It is what happens. Often it is repeated betrayal. Repeated sorrow is too much to handle. So finally you're down for the count. But the Ten of Swords, you see the light coming up on the mountains out there? It's the darkest hour before the dawn. Because the dawn is coming. There is no 11 of Swords. Once you get to the Ace of Swords, that's a great truth. That's karmic law. That's facing the challenges of mortal life. It often means the law, whether it be the karmic law of God or human law. It often means a separation from the past through death or change that allows you to move on from that Ten of Swords and put it behind you. The Ten of Swords is the end of sorrows, and the Ace of Swords is the beginning of a new cycle that faces up to the truth. And the truth is the world is down for the count. The world is in the gutter. The world is going through a dark night of the soul. And only the great truth and challenge of wisdom and the truth that we are only just here for a little while and that we must move on. We must face the challenges of our time and do what's right. The Ace of Swords is the karmic law of the universe. And it's tough. We have to face up to the fact that we cannot allow our fellow human beings to be snuffed out by racist police. We cannot allow our world to keep on going full tilt toward extinction. What will happen if we try to do that? Do you think the universe is going to allow the human race to destroy this planet and all life on it? Do you think the universe is going to continue to allow us to kill animals for food by the millions and millions and millions? You think it's going to allow us to continue war and greed and cutthroat capitalism without a price? What's the price? What's the Ace of Swords? It's the virus. It's the virus. And it's come upon us. What has it come upon us for? Because the universe is an evil place that wants to snuff us out and make us suffer? No. The universe doesn't want to make us suffer. The Six of Pentacles crosses this 11 of Swords, 10 of Swords plus 1. And what is the Six of Pentacles? The Six of Pentacles shows a prosperous businessman who's investing in one of the people in the card, not the other one. One is needy and is getting the help. The other one is not. It represents doing work that helps the poor. It means helping the poor, having generosity and compassion for those who are suffering, and not giving it to the blue-coated guy who's got enough money already. Doesn't need it. The Six of Pentacles is helping the poor. And that's the great truth. You got to start at the bottom. You don't start at the top to reform society. You start at the bottom. Who's on the bottom? Native Americans. African Americans. The poor, hard-working, wage slave, working class. We're on the bottom. Trickle up economics. Have some heart. Have some compassion. So what do these three cards say? It is time to open up our hearts to the truth that we are a disaster, that our capitalist nightmare is ending, and that it's time for us to find the compassion to change our world, to face up to the truth that our institutions are obsolete. Our fossil fueled economy comes from the 19th century. Our warfare economy, a mechanized war, comes from the 18th century. Our government is based on an 18th century colonial slave-owning constitution. And we have to change it. We have to update our world for the 21st century. That is the Ace of Swords, and that's the truth. And until we do that and start to institute a more fair and equal world, we are doomed. We're doomed. Well, I think that's a very positive message, and I want to thank you for listening and for supporting my channel and my efforts to bring this truth to you. Thanks a lot. Many blessings. Take care. This is Spirit Dancer Tarot. If you want a reading, give me a call. My contact information is at the end of the video. Thank you very much. Many blessings.